so it's
That's
fine.
nice.
What time is it?
I don't know which one we are going.
Okay. 12 months.
12 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not exciting.
That's more than 2 weeks.
That's a bus.
Oh.
It's the next one. And he's still saying Canary Wharf, isn't he? I will tell him to change that. I notice you're still saying Canary Wharf Drive.
It's free.
No worries, no worries.
Grove Park.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, it didn't take it up then. Oh, what's that one? David, so yeah, well they've got to check how much.
Yeah, to add it up.
Oh, sick. Do you mind if we sit here?
Yeah, no, come on.
Oh look, they've got USB and USB-C.
And at the side, look.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
crazy. They changed some of the.
Yeah. Oh, this is so exciting. Alright.
Canary Wharf Station.
So good. Love how 80s it looks.
It's strange. Is in Singapore, the MRT and the LRT, none of the trains are drivers. There might be
Yeah,
people
they're
to
all
like,
automatic in Singapore.
so there might be people to like be on the train to like in case anything as well.
Yeah.
But there's not like train drivers that it's like I think that should be train drivers.
Yeah.
SL4 to Grove
Do you
Park.
think it's anti-drug?
Do I think it's anti-drug?
Like, you know how the blue lights and stuff.
I don't think so, because you need a blue light.
I do like the
You
interior.
could just do it like
I mean inside. Yeah, I like the inside.
So they got the super
I do not
light
like
as
the
well.
outside. Isn't it a bit like a bit the outside of the bus it doesn't know. Like the inside of the bus I like it. I like the how the interior has like green lights and stuff. Yeah, the interior is good. Well, where is that
This is cool that it's got the time as well
to get off?
to the destination. That's very
Canada Square North.
that's important. And where to get connects to.
Give you a choice if you're in a hurry.
Do you upload these to YouTube?
Yes, it's very simple. My channel is called London Oyster,
Yeah.
like the Oyster card.
Oh yeah.
I was surprised they didn't know one took that name yet. So it's available.
That's crazy.
Yeah, London Oyster.
Nice. Gonna follow
Thank you. It was doing really well when I just started it. I traveled up to Birmingham and I had like 16,000 views. And then after a year, I was monetized and it went down, but it's coming back up.
you. Alright.
Yeah, it's coming.
Well, that's what I'm gonna watch and then you can.
I've got the watch time. But I need like 300 and a little bit more subscribers.
Okay.
It's 694 the last time I checked.
Okay.
There is the national road which takes you to London Bridge.
Alright.
Should we do some math when I get home? I haven't done math finished yet. Yeah. I'll probably do it because I've moved up now. one.
SL6.
So that means
So definitely, you're doing more than one lot.
Hey.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I gave myself the whole day. I was like, I'll give myself a whole day of maths. It's like, why don't I do
Yeah, well, you've had pancakes out of field.
So many bus trips.
that? The
Yes.
harder one as well.
It's quite a lot of bus trips. It's like
But my maths teacher gives us
1.5.
PLC.
It's going 2 years now since I've been.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I've got a bus spreadsheet of because I'm gonna try and ride every single bus
Right.
from beginning to end.
Are you gonna do it in an orderly way? Like, are you doing it chaotic like
I'm doing
mine?
it chaotic.
Yes.
Chaotic.
I'm doing it chaotic. I come out and I'm thinking, okay, which bus do I take today? And I'm like, okay, this one.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if
No
next
order
time
whatsoever. But I've ridden 30% of all the buses in
Yeah, well,
London.
yeah, I
complete.
imagine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so you only have a term.
So far, so good.
So
That's
far, so
And there's
good.
half a term and then half a term.
This
Yeah,
is
you'll have
TikTok.
a term and you'll go back in
Yeah.
September.
Because it
And then
goes
it's
up
just
to
kind of revision
October.
anyway, isn't it?
And I started when I didn't have such a nice phone.
Yeah, this is a good
Yeah, this
setup.
one is. Yeah, this one is good.
It's a light.
Yeah.
Take it
Churchill
Nice.
Place.
Wow, it's crazy they're still building.
And it's just a hobby. What happened is when I just came here, I was a bit bored when I just came to the country.
Oh yeah.
So I went. I think the first bus I went on, I saw blue water.
Oh, yeah,
I was in
in
Woolwich
Kent.
and I saw blue water and I'm like, yeah, seaside.
Oh right. Yeah.
So I jumped on it. And then from there I started riding bus and then in the pandemic time or just after, I said, why don't I video the journey and upload it?
Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Billingsgate
I
Market.
always would stop to Billingsgate.
This
This was when I was living in Westbury. This was a Pokemon stop. You know, like
the Pokemon Go.
yeah.
Always used to. This bus driver.
Is the SL4 24 hours? I would have to check.
Oh my god, he was so
I
scared.
don't know. I know more about trains than buses.
No, I think it would have said it was 24 and bus
Yeah.
stops.
Oh, and the bus driver, you know the turn at the Clarendon when it goes onto the road.
Studio handbrake now.
So he hits the curb like every time. And then you're like, oh, either like, oh, there's no
Which
connection
isn't
up
helpful
yet.
because then you don't actually know how many people are going to start using it because it's all just like people
I
like
reckon
us.
coming home.
But I think once they've got enough data from like regular travelers,
Yeah.
She hates getting the tube.
Okay, so there's the black
I reckon it should
tunnel
be
going
better
down
because you
there.
think you're not sitting in a
Baffin Way.
That's the new Silvertown tunnel.
One loss every time actually for 264.
Maybe we're doing it.
There's enough of the names down there then. There's more, there's most of them.
Because I've taken the D3 all the way.
Still the worst name is Emilia's brother, his tutor. The worst name, he doesn't even go by like Mr. T or anything.
You've been
So,
um,
and then he said, in year 7, he told them his name, they got 5 minutes left my name. Then he's about to love me for the next 5 years.
and like a media company in Saudi, I think he was.
They're all laughing.
We used to have a teacher.
And I remember at that point you can
Yeah,
really get
it's just hard.
around it's like 14 years ago.
Yeah.
He was a sports teacher. He thought he was God's son. He was quite, he has very short legs, very quite muscular. I had friends who.
I think it's actually probably a ventilator for the underground. Or for the Silvertown.
I never had him for class.
The Blackpool
because
tunnel.
he didn't have
East
no-
India Station.
But he was the actual games teacher.
We don't have any wins.
Millennium Club. Or whatever they call it.
The OT.
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 I love my maths teacher though.
Love, yeah.
It makes me miss living in Duffield.
Yeah.
Leamouth Road.
I love my maths teacher, Miss Lang. I love her. She's so funny. And then she's also like, I've had her since year 8, but I used to not like her anyway. She had character development. Now she's really nice, I love her. And she
That
comes
time
up,
did that.
Oh no.
It need a little bit like wetting a bit.
Yeah, lucky it was at a bus stop.
Yeah.
When you came the other way, were there a lot of people?
Yes, it was. Yeah. and the bus changed. It didn't go the whole journey, so it stopped and we all came out and then went on another one.
This is interesting.
What's so
So I
exciting?
saw a sign that there's no diversion. I saw a sign that there's no diversion.
Really?
I told you, that's what she used to do. She used to hate having that done.
Is it like intended to be a
Grace?
Yeah, so the
Grace.
so the super loop.
Gracie?
The super loop goes all the
Thank
way.
you.
This is the last bit of the super loop. So the reason why I haven't ridden any super loops is because I kind of wanted to ride it finish.
Grace?
And it basically goes all the way in a loop around the suburbs.
Well, she's looking, but
So
she's
it goes
not
down to
looking
Croydon.
excited.
It goes like to what's it called? I think? Southall in the west. So yeah, so and because
So drive
previously it's all
Southall.
radio, you had to go into the city and out.
Yeah.
Too happy.
Heaven forbid.
So it's really useful. And some of the bus routes have been working this new route, have been rebuilt, renamed. So like 607 in West is now SL8, I think. And
Plymouth, Orchard Place.
yeah, so there's several rebuildings, renamings, and then a few have been entirely new routes. This is an entirely new route.
And he make it so quick because I cross over the ferry
Yeah.
from Woolwich
Yeah.
to North Woolwich. I get the super loop to Walthamstow within an hour.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, it's really changed. Yeah, because I'm from Shepherd's Bush,
Right.
city,
Yeah.
and now SL8. I think you can take just from Shepherd's Bush station all the way out,
And then come.
and then loop. So
It's very handy.
SL4.
It's really good.
Because sometimes
Two.
it's so complicated to get from one place to the next.
Exactly.
Like, let's say you're going to Walthamstow or from Woolwich. It's difficult.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So sweet. Get the ferry cross. That took like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And as soon as I get there, the driver was almost ready.
Yeah.
And then I was in Walthamstow within 1 hour.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you can really
Dad
get
told
around
me
quick
that,
now.
He's like, don't get your hopes up for tonight.
And they don't stop as much as this one.
Yeah, this is stopping a lot,
Yes.
which is interesting.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Yeah, guys in Blackheath alone, he stopped like 3 times. 2 or 3
It's
times.
because they're like, I guess they're picking. They think a lot of people need to take it to Canary Wharf, I guess.
Yeah.
For what?
Because there's loads of workers here.
Yeah, but
There's
sometimes
an
they
economic
do
hub
like
in it.
a-
And if you're like
It
like Benjamin used to work cleaning at Canary Wharf at night, you can take it in and out, and it's cheaper than
Yes.
Yeah,
Than
much-
taking the DLR.
yeah, like you don't have to pay full buses are cheaper. And there's the hopper fare as well, like 75 minutes, 80 minutes.
I didn't know the extent of the
But I
time.
haven't seen
Huh?
it.
I didn't know the
And he
extent of
said
the
that
time.
last time he saw them, which was
Yeah, I think that.
3 years ago now, because
That's
it was
really good.
with Danica.
I wonder what the process is
They did the
with
whole album. He said his voice was really bad.
consultations
You
in
know,
bus
64.
routes.
Yes.
So what happened in bus
Sometimes you
routes?
don't.
They do
With most of the bands that we grew up with.
They do
They're
local
all in their
consultations
60s
for
now.
bus route
I
change.
keep forgetting.
Because he works
They
in
would be
GLA.
like,
I
people
wonder if
like
there's like a
15,
GLA bus
Oh
bus.
yeah,
Makes sense.
She's she's had a really hard week because she does the infrastructure
I said to Dad, I
and
said,
energy
should make you
in
look
West
sense.
London. And then when she was like, I've had the worst day of it, like the day in Heathrow, and just like there were no flights in or out because of the
Well, you go
how
talk about it.
Really?
And then last night he was like, hey,
Maybe
babe,
it was
someone
in
played
that
loaded
she was,
tricks.
it's because West London is on a different.
Yeah, I know, babe. Trust me, the amount of power outages we used to get
I'm
was
like,
crazy.
alright then. He goes,
And it's like,
what a
Yeah,
day.
see, I don't mind driving straight, but I've never Matt hates it.
He's like, what a day it was.
I really
That
hate
is a
that.
good view.
Yeah, amazing.
Got that.
Oh, with the
Dad,
Can you see the cable
Cable
car,
car.
Grace?
Where's the other
Remember
cable?
going on that? I've been on it for ages.
I did the cable car as well, but I didn't have a good camera.
Oh,
Right?
I've all over it.
It's shaped.
I mean, it makes more sense to go from there to there.
Okay, that'd be you.
Wow, this is so talented.
I know. Old man and Nana got the camera to take photos. It's going to be you.
That's what the
Very
camera don't
excited,
drop.
isn't it?
Have you? We've only done it the other way.
I've never done it. Crazy.
Bustling.
I really like the bus there. Yeah.
Really tall. That one.
Yeah, with the black wing. Yeah.
Not wiggly.
Is he on his bus too?
I was psyched with that.
Did you get
There's even paper.
Yeah, there's papers.
Do you think? I'm going to send that to Matt.
I think the black one is scary.
Yeah.
I don't. I used to. Well, I used to drive a lot. I don't at the weekends. Free
Yeah.
time. But yeah, going the other way. South to north. It's wide so much.
And it's
It's so tight.
Yeah, and it's so
Coming back isn't so bad.
Yeah, this is nice.
Empty as well.
I don't know about driving. Maybe you do.
How much to cross it?
Yeah.
I think annoyingly they seem to be taxing South London over East London. So South London, from south to north of the tunnel in the mornings is £4, and then in the evenings between 6 and 7 or 7 and 24, it's £4 coming back.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm
But
not doing that.
the rest of the time it's £1.50.
Okay.
But only if you pre sign up to it or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I've kept quite quiet.
Like I said, I used to be a market trader, so I used to go through the tunnel every morning, go to the Muslims field.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine doing that. You have to pay monthly now.
Yeah.
Go from South London to North London. It costs you £40 a month.
That's-
roughly, which is just no. No, £40 a week. Both cars.
They never charged before.
That is so nice, isn't it? I
So
really.
It's
I
lovely.
think Woolwich is going to be a lot cheaper. It's going to be a lot easier to get the ferry.
Because I remember when they were building it and everyone said they should make a light rail, another tunnel for a light rail or
Yeah.
something like that, and they didn't. What do you think about that?
I think this is a good decision.
Yeah. Wow, look at all this new infrastructure. Crazy. Wow, that was crazy. We did it. I wish we'd ridden it the day it opened. I bet that would have been fun.
I tell you, they're really regular.
They opened, it was like very busy with YouTubers and full all. Every time I saw it,
You
it
can
was
just get any
full.
bus and
Of
get it.
course.
Even creative.
I wanted to get it, but I actually don't live in London
No,
anymore.
yeah.
With 54 turns on with creative, just get that.
Because it comes, I live in Blackheath, so I watching it pass.
Oh yeah. Because it goes through like
Yeah.
it finishes where in
Grove Park.
yeah, Grove Park.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Green Park. I was like, that's not right.
So I'm like, no, I'll do it another day. And then when I'm ready, but I was sick.
Oh yeah,
So
of
I
course. And
finally
you had
get
to
a chance
go.
now, yeah.
You had to go to hospital.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, I think coming home is great.
Oh,
So
babe,
have
do you
you
want to
better
just like ride the whole
drive
thing?
it? Doesn't drive it for 5 months an hour.
Well, if it's my 202 bus,
And they need a little break.
I'm not getting the train.
Is it connected?
It's my bus driver. I'm getting on that bus.
Well, if it's your bus driver,
So the end of one, the SL4, you can get the SL4.
Oh, you'd be so good.
Where did that from?
I reckon he looks like an
It's
asset.
like,
yeah, that one earlier was very straight.
I reckon my bus driver is
No, just being able to go through from
Alan.
yeah, that's amazing.
Canary Wharf is so busy.
Yeah, that's really changed things up. Because the thing is where I live in Stockholm, you'll find out. I live in Linde, and Linde is on the
You just gave
tunnelbana, not the tunnelbana, the tram system, which name I'm forgetting.
Nigel Mansell.
He'd be so good on the
And the train
He'd be so
system,
fast. It
the
would
tram
not be
system
M8
is a
train.
half orbital
Yeah, he'd also
to
probably
connect
take that half
areas that Mason
so
does
much
what
work
the Superman does, but it's like rail.
This was alright though.
Yeah. So like I think it's a really good idea to use
Like,
because
even coming back from
in
the field,
Stockholm they
if it stops on
run.
that
So
side,
this
go
is
there
why
and then
this
go
is the antenna.
Yeah.
Well, I think he does. I think he's going to stop.
And it turns green when it stops.
Whatever bus stops there are along
Or when you've pressed the button.
Hill.
I don't want to press the button, but I wonder if
There's a bus stop
Well,
here, there's a bus stop next one
Get a
down.
bus from there to the stand.
I think this is one of the problems with having free bus travel.
And we never do it. And then like, oh, I'm so tired, I need to get the bus. One stop to the stand.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way.
Sometimes we get there before them. Once Lillian wanted to go to the Morley's, and so she got the bus. Morley's. She got the bus to Morley's, and we
We're
walked
still
there.
in south right now. When you go south,
I can't
you should
Yeah,
get
so you've got
the
bus stop here,
That's true.
but then there's another one.
'Cause
No, the next one down.
she's
So we
next
walk
one.
straight up.
Found here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shooters
that
End
one there
Road,
is the one where
Kidbrook
You know, it's like a
Park
rail
Road.
Yeah.
Oh, I
line
think
that goes
it's-
to.
is it
Yeah, so then
southern?
it goes obviously down,
down there.
and then
Yeah,
it
it's
sort of
southern.
There's not really. This is
Yeah,
it's incredible. You
this
can get a
one,
bus
yeah.
from here to.
Well, this is the thing about
There's-
South. Like
you
South
walk
has
up
loads
the
and loads of
road,
train
can't you?
lines, and it was all laid in the Victorian era when they were like
There's the other
when they
bit
were
here.
like fighting.
Battling it out to be the winner.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one is one that's straight
But
down,
they-
So
straight
stop
down to the
here.
school.
Stop there,
Yeah.
and then you
go
stop
up that
in the
way,
village.
you go straight
Yeah,
to
you
the
cut
end.
through there
Right.
and come out.
Three or
back
four
down
stops
downstairs,
close.
Side.
And that's probably
Okay, so you can do that
because
then.
the thing is the SL4 is.
That's crazy. We're already in Blackheath.
First,
Yeah, the
my
thing
bus
about
driver
SL4 is
was-
it's also running, so because there's no train that does this, it's
That's-
also doubling
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
St. Germans Place.
I love
Let's see what's
Blackheath.
wrong
It's
with
such a
that.
beautiful place to live.
Yeah, it's very.
Sometimes it's very
Very
inconvenient when you have like the march and things
So
like that.
yeah.
I remember coming home when they used to have the fireworks.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
bus never got past there, so I used to work in Woolwich.
Oh, yeah,
So I have
yeah.
to stop here and then walk down.
Crazy how quickly was that?
If I lived in Devon, I would
That
just get a bus
is
up.
Yeah.
12 and 10. This half. No, it wasn't long.
That was fast.
Yeah. It's a lot faster than getting a DLR
Yeah, that's fast.
and then a train.
Oh yeah.
That's 20 minutes.
SL4
I do think it's going
To
to take
Park.
because the tunnel traffic is a nightmare.
It's sometimes goes faster.
And it's great because they've got the bus lane on Silvertown, so there's no way you will be stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that curve there, you hit it.
I see using
I
circus.
wonder if they're gonna.
It's a
We're gonna go to the next
circus.
If they want.
If they're gonna.
Are you going to go on Tuesday?
How'd you fuck the
It was shot on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday last night, lots of police around.
again?
Well, no, they were just attacking, I think.
I want that
There's a police van at
Montpellier Road.
There was actually a policeman walking through the village. Which you don't get.
I want that stick thing with Ava. I thought I was going to fall out.
What one?
The big.
Oh, the big
one.
thing that goes up. No.
This is such a beautiful little stretch. That's a really cute pub.
Eleanor told me she fell in there and so I went to school. Eleanor.
Eleanor played now at school. She's even going to school past
No,
there.
when she went to juniors.
Oh, that doesn't
My
surprise
brother
me.
pushed her.
That doesn't surprise me.
There's always police by the church. I don't know why.
Thinking of like slap for rails. I think everything should be light rail, but
What's the difference? Light rail is.
light rail's DLR.
Oh, okay.
Overground is heavy rail. And there's not really.
By light rail, it's like on a like suspended bridge, or like on
It
a.
doesn't have to be, but it can be. But the main thing about the difference between a light rail and a tramway is a tramway is not separate from the road.
Yeah.
So a lot of light rails and sometimes the
I've
trams,
been there for a long time.
for instance.
I don't know. I feel like that's
Like I was
the
young.
I think
like in
before you
corridor.
were
Or
born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when it's because
Down to rents again.
I'm sure there's something trams, but it's just like there's still stuff to make way.
Blackheath Station.
Well, that's the tram.
If
That's
the
the
Greg
issue
goes,
with the
I cry.
tram. Is the tram goes alongside, goes on the road and is affected by traffic. The light rail is usually grade separated from the road, so there's no like the DLR. So it's often elevated, but it doesn't have to be like.
It's gonna be busy around it. This is gonna be a Sainsbury's.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
which
it?
is getting harder and harder every
Okay.
year.
It's gonna be a Sainsbury's.
Okay.
Car, racing car.
Yeah, so
And
the
how
like the tram that I live off in is called a tram in Stockholm, but it's actually mostly a light rail. It runs along the street like once. but it's not on any. There's no elevator. It kind of was built up beside the rail, the motorway.
Yeah. Yeah, because when it first there, you only can stop
The women's water at Ashford.
Yeah.
So if you ever bring my mum,
Lee, that Lee, and then go on and not stop on the side.
she started
I
going
thought
off.
that, but no, they made it stop every bus
Then
stop.
about,
Which for you?
she's like so scared of trucks.
When I saw Pete Doherty, I was standing by like
She
the door
started
by the
going
venue.
off
My dad was in because I was like
Jews and saying we.
for the thing.
And she was
I
like,
was on my phone, I was
he's
texting, and I
trying to
looked up.
use us, he's trying to make us,
Pardon?
you know, part of his
Pete
building.
Doherty.
Did he?
He's
And
the
I
boss, I
was
didn't
like,
realise.
She grabbed him.
Yeah, she was like, right, Pete.
like, you know, I was like, you're right, obviously.
Can you imagine?
The first time I heard my mum talking about, like, obviously she says we about Jews, but like,
Yeah, but how good would
nobody's
that have been?
awesome.
He comes up with a drink and he goes, there's for you. And you got photos.
Did she go back?
Yeah, no, if I said something, I was like, I thought it was like,
Not
Yeah.
not that influences
She
how
does.
much she spoke about her. I just wondered if it's
She
like
does, she
But
does.
we used to go and see,
Oh, it's
we
hugely
used to go to
discouraging.
India all day.
Because
the travel ban is crazy.
the travel is
And quite often in the pub next door,
because,
you're
you know,
allowed
she's rightly,
to leave.
you know, obviously
you
our
go in and
parents
go
are
out.
hashtag, my
It was
parents are
from-
hashtag woke. But,
Very long.
I'm really
but you were
frightened.
actually allowed to leave up until a certain point, so you go out and get food or whatever. So yeah, we'd occasionally pop out and go to the bar next door because it's cheaper. But we see the bands who are playing in there. So we like to.
Sorry.
But,
This is
smaller venues, you definitely check. Keep a lookout.
They didn't do a good enough job rolling it out. Like you should have known about it. You know?
I only know about it from TikTok.
No, yeah. And
and that's from like specialist travel.
no, but that's what I mean. Like it should have been like, oh, here's a new, because it should
Man
have
away.
been like, here's a new trunk route.
I wonder if they advertise it locally interesting.
They don't, babe, because I grew
Yeah,
up,
no, I
you
didn't see
know,
anything.
yeah.
But
You know, and they've got a whole new like roundel for it and all that, and they've like branded it. No one knows what the fuck it is. I'm sorry, I shouldn't swear. Like demonetized.
Yeah, maybe a bit shout again. Are these signs like something like that?
I haven't really been in the village.
We have seen signs for buses on diversion, but none of them ever work. It's a
I
road's
don't think
workshop.
information
I
Here's
wonder
my
now, you know, as they've opened up the top, but they have, so I wonder if they've now shifted it so the buses
Do you
travel
have
less.
I get crazy jokes.
I don't know.
that's so sad.
That's why
It's your
I'm-
passion.
That's why I'm not a bus girly so much, because I get sick on buses.
Yeah. I think especially in summer when it's hot.
Yeah.
No, it's the one away. It just has the big, has a big
Yeah, no,
thing.
no, the one, there's another bus in front of them.
Oh yeah. I think it's
It's
two.
not Well, it is, yeah, I just wasn't sure if it might be the 3-2, was it?
3, 2, 1, 1.
Yeah. So I saw signs up top for diversion.
Look, we're going down to Cat Quarries.
Burnt Ash Road, Lee Road.
Yeah. Where are we going to get off?
I love the bus that doesn't stop.
You love an express route.
Yeah,
me
Actually,
too.
it's the same method.
too.
Because when I get to the bit where I
It's a
come up,
shorter walk.
there's
Because
the
there
girls
used to be
that live
X,
by
if you remember
the
X
cafe.
to the next,
She
to
gets
the but now there's no
off
X.
me, and we actually need
Uh,
to
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
so
same.
they've
It is
got all
about
the
the same.
X.
It's
That was
a
the
bit
one
like,
that went
getting
to,
a train
um,
from London.
Western.
Yes.
Typically,
Yeah.
it's a longer walk.
So these are,
Yeah,
so
but like
SL
2 minutes,
Superloop is now
but if
all
you've got
like
to leave,
obviously
you get there at the
express.
same time. Because it
And
takes
you know,
an
that's
extra
how they
minutes
sell
on
it,
the
right?
train.
Like there's not many, they show you the whole stop. All the stops. Like up there. Although this is stopping up a lot more than I thought it would. I have to say.
You're about to go to sleep. Yeah, you do. You're tired.
There's this one photo we took of Grace, and we took a selfie of us when we were in Disney. And Dad said that Grace looked like she'd been taking mushrooms. Because she's like,
There's quite a few of them who has that look on her. She goes sort of like, oh,
It's
Very
all my
slack.
fault, babe. My life is like,
I can't think we need anything in. Bullshit. Go on then.
so that's your laptop part.
It's different sounds. You don't notice? Oh my gosh. Oh. Should have videoed it.
Why should I never
Okay, that was sound that he's breathing. Right, come on.
never mind, you've narrowed down
Grace.
areas that have good travel to
Carefully, carefully.
To Finchley. I don't want to live in Finchley.
No.
Have a good day.
Have a good journey. Enjoy the rest of it.
Thank you.
Alright, bye-bye.
Yeah, I feel like
Good job.
Finchley is a bit dry.
No, Finchley's dead. Sorry.
No, I get you.
Sorry.
I quite like Archway, but
I've never lived in Archway.
me either. Whenever I'm there, like, I'm just like, oh, actually, it'd be quite. It's really well connected.
Yeah.
Hamden Road.
Which is like, but, it could be worse. But like,
I don't want to live west. Like, I can't live west.
I take it you're not going to be staying with your parents. But I guess you've got 4 years.
5 years. Back in the bush.
No, I
In the
think.
bush.
Yeah, I guess also like. Where do you want to live? Where do you want to live somewhere?
Kind of want to live like near Woolworth Road.
Ugh,
So gorgeous.
honestly, I think even the north, I would be the South London girl. Yeah.
Well, the thing
Lee
is,
Station.
Is that in the north?
Yeah.
Or
I think-
Oval?
yeah.
That would be so nice. Near the river. Quiet there. Me and Benjamin were called. This guy did call us Batty Boys and said we're burning hell and find out where we live, but
SL4
I think that could happen.
to
I feel like
Grove
Not
Park.
anymore. London, but yeah, I think Kennington up towards like Camberwell.
But this time I didn't.
yeah.
Yeah. And then it was thick, very
Yeah.
strong.
So when did you come to the UK? You said when you came
Westhorn
I'm
Avenue.
here now 25 years.
Yeah. So none of us are born in the UK.
yeah.
Where did you move from?
Jamaica.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
What's it? Because of clothes.
25 years.
25 years.
It's time to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot changed in 25 years.
Yeah,
SL4
last year or the year
to
before I went to visit.
Grove Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not as secure as I would like it to be.
Jamaica.
Yeah,
Mm.
in terms of going back to live.
Yeah.
You know, after you get used to security
Yeah,
and
yeah.
freedom of movements, you,
Yeah, of course.
it's all of a sudden you feel like it's too, you know,
Yeah.
there's certain place you can go, certain place you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Which
Yeah.
it's gonna take me a while to get used to,
yeah.
because I'm used to getting up at any time
Yeah.
and
Like
go
the
anywhere.
convenience.
Yeah,
yeah.
innit?
The
Yeah.
convenience of
Yes.
London spoils
Yeah.
a lot of other places.
Yeah,
I guess.
and it's so big and there's so many people.
Yeah.
Adjustment.
Yeah.
But I've also been to Uganda, which I think I like because the security is
Oh, yeah.
is better.
Yeah, I have a friend from Uganda who
Yeah.
really loves it.
Yeah, my wife is Ugandan, so
Oh, really?
I've been
Oh.
out there more time than Jamaica.
So you've got a connection as well.
yeah,
Oh,
I
that's so
kind of
nice.
like it, and it's more secure.
And
and,
yeah, Africa's beautiful as well.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah. I've never really been down, but I'd love to visit.
And I've got land room, like room.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
In
big.
Jamaica, I've still got that space.
Ah,
Yeah.
I got a room.
Yeah. That's cool.
We've got like 2.5 acres
Oh, gorgeous.
in the village.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
And
just nice when you go there.
yeah, and it's getting hard to live in London now.
Yeah, plus I like the country life, the village life,
Yeah.
living off the land. and things
Yeah,
like that. It's
yeah.
what I'm very excited when it comes to those.
That's really nice. Yeah, it's really because like my parents still live in the council flat that we got.
St Mildred's
So
Road.
it's like cheap, you know, they still pay council rent.
Right, yeah.
It's very cheap, but I think if they weren't living in the council, they'd leave. They'd try and find somewhere.
True.
Yeah. Mm.
It's reasonable. The council is not bad because we are here in Lockheed. We also council
Yeah,
was very lucky as well.
yeah, we were
And,
lucky too.
comparing to my neighbor,
Yeah,
it's
no, I
like
know.
half.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then, because obviously, when you leave your parents, you want to live somewhere.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you can't. It's like £1,000 or something to like rent a room.
Yeah. You have to get a bunk bed and 3 of you use it.
Exactly. Exactly. really difficult.
I've seen that actually. I've seen someone rent a room for 800. Just
Yeah.
a one room.
Just one, yeah. me too.
SL4
And then they share it.
Yeah.
2
So they're doing 4
Grove
4.
Park.
I've seen that as well. I've
Yeah.
seen someone who works a night shift and they like rent the same bed. Yeah.
Harland Road.
Where,
Everything looked nice on the surface, but there's a lot
Yeah.
of people who are struggling.
people are struggling, yeah, and then there's no more council houses,
No.
you know, and yeah. And then you don't want to be living in your childhood bedroom like in Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah.
With your parents.
Can't be free.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Telling you what time you can go out. and
Exactly. Where have you been?
Coming.
Where have you been? Like, Mom, come on, like.
Yeah. I don't know. You know?
Yeah. I always say, look, Shepherd's Bush has been gentrified. Don't even worry about it. Like, no, everyone's just. Don't worry, it's not.
Everywhere it's the same now. I used to work in Woolwich, so I spend a lot of time down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And on one side of the road, on
Farmcote
the
Road.
right side where
Yeah.
the market is,
Yeah.
it's like ghetto.
Yeah.
And once you cross the gate and go into cross the road and go into that big gate on that
Yeah.
side, it's like uptown.
It's actually, it's actually crazy.
Yeah,
like-
it's like you're in a different world.
Yeah, there's a guy, actually he's Jamaican, so we all moved at the same time into the housing estate because it was built in 1998 I think, and then
Okay.
everyone got moved. And he's from Jamaica and his name's John, and he's getting old and he's sort of losing his marbles a bit, and his kids that I grew up with have come back to look after him. Bless him. He's like in his 80s maybe. And he took my hand and he was like, who are these people who live down there? I was like, John, they're renters, that's new. And he was like, get them out. I was like, all right. I was like, John, I'll see what I can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, you're all right.
Get them ones out.
Yeah. And they walk in the middle of the streets. It's like, man, whatever. London's changed, you know.
What's happening with the market in Shepherd's Bush?
Oh,
There's
the
something
market.
going on.
They're just trying to kick everyone out.
Heather Road.
But what are they going to
They're
put
gonna
there? Like a
build
brew dog?
They're gonna build a tower block, for rich people, and a brew dog and that. Yeah.
But also, like,
SL4
it'd be right next to a train
2
station. They
Grove
wouldn't
Park.
want to live there all the
I
time.
don't know. I don't know.
They made the houses so close to these public places, but they make it soundproof.
Okay.
So
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
Mm.
like in Lewisham, there's this tower block right
yeah,
in the
I've seen
center where the
that.
roundabout
Yeah,
used to be.
Oh, when they built the new, they've built all these new blocks
Right.
in Lewisham, haven't they?
And I went in there, and as soon as you go inside the car, you're
Bearing Road.
Really?
Coopers Lane.
It's all soundproof.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I think, you know, because I'm trying to be involved in the stock redeveloping the Shepherd's Bush market, because a couple of people that I know who I went to school with, there was a Shepherd's Bush thing to train them to be market stall holders and open up market stalls in the market. And it's like still really busy, you know, lots of people go to the market. So I don't know what they're gonna do. It's bad actually, but
I've done it for 15 years. It can get quite busy.
yeah.
But the only time is January
Yeah.
and February.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
during the summer months, you have to work
Yeah.
your rent and keep it for those 2 months.
Right.
January, February, you literally don't make no
You don't
money.
make any money. Yeah, because you were at a market.
Grove
Where were
Park
you
bus
working?
station.
Woolwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever meet anyone from Shepherd's Bush Market? Any
Not
traders?
really. No, maybe when I go to the wholesales.
Yeah.
What kind of stall did you work on?
Fruits and veg and general grocery.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a nice one. Oh!
I think that's the.
This bus terminates here. Please take your belongings with you.
So why are they doing that? Do you know? Oh, we're here. This is.
Yeah, I think this is it. Yep.
Oh my god, that was so.
Yeah, that
quick.
was quick.
Well, it was lovely to meet you.
Yeah, and you.
I follow you, so I'm gonna see.
Alright, thanks. And I have to start chatting a bit more on it. I think people like when I talk.
Oh yeah, people are gonna hear me
After you.
chatting.
SL4 2 Grove Park.
Thank you, George. Alright, so nice one. So here we are. And you. Come on.
Heather Road. SL4 to Canary Wharf.